What's up guys, it's Jigs here, and today I'm actually going to be analyzing the opening 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Which is I Know Sumika, and this opening is actually very fire. I just wanted to see what were the references to each of the openings, how they went about it, and what they actually implied. This is going to be a very good video. If you haven't already, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Now let's break down and analyze the third opening of Jujutsu Kaisen for season 2. So in this first scene here, you see that Gojo is in a type of mini office, sitting down on a specific chair. This is the chair that is referenced later on within the manga to be the chair that Gojo sits on and wakes up from his dream. This hidden inventory arc is basically meant to suggest that Gojo is dreaming about this whole arc. So he's basically having like a little bit of remembering all the good times he's had and the bad times. In this scene, we are introduced to new characters. So we see Shoko, who is the doctor from Jujutsu Kaisen, and we actually see a new character called Haibara. This is a character that was partners with Nanami, and in fact, Nanami looks young as well, along with Gojo. So pretty much it's just everyone at a younger stage when they were Jujutsu sorcerers, traveling to get into the train, where behind them would be Riko Amanai. This is the star plasma vessel that they have a task to send to Tengen. They even showed for a split second the place that she's going to go, so that she can assimilate with Tengen. And this is the star corridor. You can see the excellent coloring and the vibrant colors in the back representing the domain expansion that he has, which is the Infinity, giving that galactic look, pretty much saying that he knows all. Along with his best friend, which is Geto, also having a dragon because that's one of the curse spirits that he has, as he has the ability of curse manipulation. And then afterwards, they showed their third partner, which is Shoko. It seems like they have a great bond because even here, the way they're smiling, it's actually heartwarming. And not to mention, she's holding the scalpel, which is basically meant to represent that she's a doctor and she has that as her strongest suit. Then as we go over Nanami and Haibara again, that is one of their friends. And then the same year, Meimei and Utahime is also shown with the crows in the background representing her curse technique, which is the manipulation of crows. Until we get to the scene for the first time, we actually see Toji Fushiguro. The representation here is to say that he's not really shown, he's hidden in the darkness. No one can see him, he's invisible. Hence why there's no one there except the guy over here, which is working with him. There's nobody else on these seats because he's the invisible man. Not to mention that he's also doing some horse race betting. So he's a gambler, you can kind of see. Obviously, this is nice scenes of Gojo and Geto looking clean, as usual, with clapping in the air, knowing that no matter what, they got each other's back, even though they're not even looking the same direction. Then you see Geto prepare his curse manipulation, the thing he uses to absorb curse spirits. And now all of them are walking towards the destination to capture who they need to for this mission, which allows the person that they're trying to capture, Riko in this case, drown because she needs to be found as there is a race to get her. Also could be representation of a foreshadowing that she's about to be meshed, assimilated to become one with Tengen. Over here is when everything just looks so vibrant and clean. The color coordination is top notch. Like, I love the vibrant colors, the blue sky looking so blue, it's beautiful. And then afterwards you see that they are now going to try and save Riko Amanai, and this process also happens with the fact that Geto needs to be able to get her from above, and then you can see the Q are trying to fight against them, in which Geto unleashes his dragon. Gojo, looking as if it was Dragon Ball GT Goku from back in the day, is sitting on the dragon going away towards the opponents. Then a lot happens in this scene, but as you can just tell, the dragon is beating the cursed spirit that is trying to attack them, and then you can see Geto in this case is fighting against them with clean fruition, no problem at all, and all of them can attack, but it makes no difference. In before, you see Gojo come out of it so elegantly using curse technique blue to be able to absorb, and you can see with the hand movements, this is the exact same hand movements that he used previously, but every single time he used blue, especially when he was fighting against Toji. They even made this to seem like a slice of life, like the deceit that they have shown. They've done it before when it was Junpei in the beginning of the intros. Jujutsu Kaisen, you cannot fool us again, because now we know that this is not some happy-go-lucky Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. This is actually gonna be a deep arc, and we will see. Afterwards, you have Nanami, Haibara, Shoko, Yaga, and the boys pretty much all in one area. And as Yaga punches Gojo and Geto, because obviously they're like class clowns or they're just funny, and sometimes they don't obey the orders that are given to them, Shoko is annoyed and punches Haibara because she's trying to heal him with the reverse curse technique, but she's getting distracted, which makes her get angry, but she accidentally hurts Haibara in the process. Nanami is like, damn, damn, you didn't need to hit him that hard. And that's pretty much all that we get from that scene. Then we see that Gojo and Geto are flying through the sky after getting punched, but they look so relieved and so fun. Like, this is actually a nice shot. Then we see Riko Amanai in school. This is representing when Gojo came into the school and saw all the girls, including the teacher, and you can see that even though Riko is having fun, she's going to be able to have fun with her friends in school for one of the few moments left. Taking the phone away, in essence, removing the number of Gojo, or not trying to capture the number of Gojo, something along those lines, because the only relation to it would be when they wanted to get his number. Or it could be a thing where she's being playful with her friends, taking pictures of herself, or trying to find something to do with boyfriends. Who knows? Then we see Haibara giving a Coca-Cola by Nanami. Nanami always trying to do this cool look, but he knows that he's really good friends with Haibara. And not to mention, as I said, the coloring that they use is beautiful. It's actually breathtaking. It's just so attractive. I really like it. And then not to mention the fact that this Haibara was given the drink in a place where Geto and Yuki used to sit. They were sitting in this place when they had the conversation, and Haibara was there as well. So this is basically a reference to that, especially due to the fact that he believes that he'll be happy as long as he knows he's saving Jujutsu sorcerers, because that was his motto. So yeah, carrying on, we see that Geto and Gojo are enjoying this, and it's genuinely something that looks enjoyable, looks like good vibes, looks like a slice of life, positivity, nothing wrong, looks perfect. Then we get on to Toji, where Toji drops a ticket that he was doing when he was doing horse race betting, and you can see a lot of number 3s, which could imply that Gojo and Geto, who are the strongest, and he might be the 3rd strongest, or you could imply that he's the person that is the odd one out, and he was able to intercept. Afterwards, we smoothly transition to Riko looking at the aquarium, deeping life, loving life, and enjoying life as they are in Okinawa after capturing Kuro back from the evil people that's captured her in the first place. Then transition into her enjoying herself, enjoying her last moments within this earth, because she wanted to be able to have a great time, as an instruction given by Tengen, passed on by Yagamichi, to allow her to enjoy her last days. You can see Gojo and Geto are kind of like her babysitter in a way, to make sure that she's fine, she enjoys herself, and completes the mission as well. Then you also notice Kuroi. Kuroi is her friend, her caretaker in this case. This is the only type of family member or friend that she really has, and is a very important character when it comes to Riko. This is the biggest bond that she has. Then it resorts us to the class. Obviously it's a small school because there's not a lot of Jujutsu students, but you see Geto, you see Shoko, and you see Gojo with the teacher Yagamichi, and it's pretty cute. And in between each of the intervals of showing the classroom, you see Gojo reach his hand out to the unlimited void, trying to be able to capture the moments. In a way, you could interpret that as time passing by, because it looks like space. Then you see within there that Utahime chases Gojo, and Gojo's trolling her. You can see Gojo's been trolling Utahime for years and years, because that even in season 1 was shown. Then there was a day that they celebrated Nanami's birthday, and you can see that this birthday was obviously not a Nanami idea, as you can tell he's kind of like a quiet, grumpy type of person, but he's enjoying his time with the people around him, and Gojo obviously being the life of the party, as Gojo and Geto then exits to leave the past alone, seeming to look like the end of the day. Then finally showing us an empty classroom. This is the Jujutsu Kaisen opening, and it has definitely represented a lot of good vibes, positivity, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video and the breakdown of it as well. If you haven't already, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as I say to doing all people that come and visit my channel, Jana.